Hi, everyone. My name is Anna, and welcome to today's message, The Ultimate Choice from Revelation 26. Blessed and holy is the one who shares in the first resurrection. Over such, the second death has no power. The second death. There are several verses in the Bible that discuss the second death, especially in Revelation, the final book in the Bible. But what is it exactly? Well, simply, in the end, it's the ultimate victory of God over evil. But that is too simple, perhaps, especially for those listening today who have either not heard of it, do not understand it, or simply are wondering, what exactly does she mean when she says second death? Well, let me explain. The first death, the human physical death, is the result of being sinful as a member of humanity. In Genesis, we are warned about it, and it is caused by the disobedience of Adam and Eve in the Bible. It is the end of physical life as a human, but not as though the ending is for Christians. It is a temporary state for Christians, being called sleep in the Bible, and a place for which those who are already humanly dead will be resurrected. And for those alive in the time of rapture, you might even get to skip this part. The second death, though, is more profound and eternal. Now, if you've been born physically and spiritually, you will have only one physical death because you have chosen God. But if you have not been born spiritually, you will face a second death, and that is eternal separation from God and spending eternity in the lake of fire, because you have rejected God and salvation. Now, when you die a human death, physically, your soul separates from your body at the time of death, but spiritual death separates your soul from the love of God. And the only way to avoid a second death is to be born spiritually and accept God by choosing to understand the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus by faith. The first death is by sin and the consequence of it while living a human life. The second death is final, and it is irreversible with no hope for resurrection. Permanent death is the consequence of rejecting God's offer of salvation. For a Christian who fully believes in God and Jesus Christ, the second death has no power, and it truly means nothing. There will not be hurt in the second death because of the assurance given in salvation, accepted in faith. Christians will have a living soul and the ability to live in unconditional love forever, understanding that the human body is temporary. Their faith is the passage to eternal life given by the Father, which spares them from the lake of fire for eternity. For those, however, who are non-believers, there will be eternal separation, and upon judgment will die a wickedly separated and forever death. So today's message, my friends, is a little shorter than most. It doesn't need a longer explanation than what I've already given. But I do ask you this. How well do you understand the concept and the gravity of sin? Is it enough to help you choose for eternity? How important is it to you to be redeemed in the blood of Christ? And do you have a relationship with God that will transcend physical death? Well, only you know the answers to those questions. But I can assure you, believers are promised that eternal life and are spared from that second death. Jesus took it for us on the cross. But in the end, the truth still remains. He was perfect, and because of that, he could not be kept in a tomb. He didn't die a permanent human death. He took up his cross to save you from imperfection and being human. So when Judgment Day comes, what will you choose? Is it the love of Christ, or do you choose the world? My friends, it is a personal choice, and you get to choose. So think about it. In a world where you could be anything, choose to be love. Love is the answer. If this resonated with you, please like and share my post. And thank you for your donations to My Divine Mission and for helping me to keep my messages alive. I'll see you tomorrow.